Okay, before I put... Okay, maybe not. Oh. Hi, assalamualaikum everyone. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to find a really good filter to use, but I can't find anything. So let's just go natural, okay? Hi. Okay, so today we'll be having a really cool event, like a very casual conversation going on, talking about books. It sounds like a book lover and also bookworms, but chill is going to be really casual, but we're going to go in depth about this one particular book. Hi Hanani. Oh, we're getting a lot of attention now. I feel I'm like the center of attraction right now. Oh, this is making me nervous. So before I begin and before we invite our speaker coming into this live, how is everyone doing? Is everyone okay? Dah makan ke semua? Please comment down below. You guys have eaten? I have not yet eaten my dinner because I am so nervous about this. Okay, but that's okay. We're going to start around like 8. We're going to start around 9 while waiting for everyone to come in. Yay! Shaizat is excited for tonight, so do I. I'm so excited about tonight. Okay, so without further delay, I'm going to invite our speaker for tonight, okay? Don't forget to eat after this. Sure, I'm going to eat after this. Okay. Oops. Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to MyVo Reads, and thank you for joining us tonight. First of all, I'm Anis Patricia binti Azlan, the moderator for today's event, and I am so thrilled to be discussing about this one book, which is, I hope everyone can see this. The title is It Ends With Us, by Colleen Hoover. So before that, alarm. Sorry. So before that, MyVo Reads had invited a fellow reader who obviously is more expert in this area of literature and who actually suggested this book. She is a book lover, especially in fantasy, with over 900 followers on Instagram. Her love for reading started at the age of 9 after she was introduced to Enid Blyton's writing. I believe like everyone knows Enid Blyton, right? Because yeah, it's our childhood author. So without further delay, everyone please welcome Ika. Hi Ika.
Thank you.
How are you feeling tonight?
I'm fine.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to see you. Are you
I'm
there?
so excited to
I believe this is your first event, right? I mean, your first talk discussion of a book, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I'm
Yeah.
feeling so excited today.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Okay, so without further delay, let's get on with it. Okay, so before we start discussing our book tonight, we're going to ask Ika some introduction questions. Is it fine with you, Ika?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm so excited. Okay, so Ika, I believe you like reading, right? So why do you like reading? Why do you choose reading as your passion? And what is your favorite fantasy book?
I love reading because it is my form of escapism. It gives me relaxation, and it is somewhat a therapeutic. Like it's a therapy for me. So one of my favorite fantasy books is The Raven Cycle, The Raven Boys, to be specific. This
Wow,
book.
wow. She even brings the books here, everyone.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I see. So that's your favorite fantasy book, is it?
Yes, that's my favorite fantasy.
Okay, but why fantasy? I mean, why does fantasy book have that? It has a special place in your heart. Why?
Maybe because it's magical. I love to read about world buildings, and usually the characters in fantasy books are badass. The ones that
Uh,
can fly. Yeah.
I can
I
find
love.
it really when you say oh, escapism. Oh yeah, it's true because
Yeah.
you're like okay, that's true. Okay, so aside from fantasies, what do you usually pick up at the bookstore?
I do love romance as well. Romance is my favorite. Second favorite. Yeah. I love romance.
Yeah, I believe if anyone here in this my audience love anything other than romance and also fantasies, do comment down below, okay? But I also love romance actually because I feel like it's very straightforward to understand romance, and I feel like for me it's also as for me to escape from real life because I don't really so I only can experience it through books. Science fiction, so
I understand you.
the fiction. Okay, so for this year, how many books are you targeting to finish, and how many so far?
I've only read 10 books so far, but I am targeting around to finish 40 books by
Wow.
the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, actually, considering you are just to finish SPM, and this year is very hectic for you to enter college and entering SPM and all that, 10 books so far is actually really, really good for me.
Thank you.
Uh, that's really good, and let's hope that you can finish all of these books by this year. Okay, so I think we're done with the introduction questions. So moving on to our main event, let's talk about this book. This book called
Yes.
so this okay, so a little bit synopsis untuk siapa yang maybe tak pernah baca lagi. This is for you, okay? This synopsis is for you. So this book, It Ends With Us, is a story about a 23 years old girl named Lily who grew up in an abusive family. Her dad always abused her mother, and because of that, she oaths not to be in that traumatic situation again. She moved to Boston and opened up her own flower shop and met Riley, her love of life. The twist came when Riley ended up being the mirror of her abusive father, and at the same time, she encountered her first love named Atlas. So, if this book was actually published in 2016, but it blew up during the pandemic. I believe if you all have an Instagram account, this book is one of the top recommendation in Book Talk, which is most of people who love a book in TikTok suggested this book. And why? This is why. And we're going to figure out why this book is famous in this live session. So wait until the end, okay? And if you read this book, you'll notice that the cover actually means something. It ends with us. It ends with us. Who is us? So we're going to figure out. And spoiler ahead, this discussion will contain some spoilers. So fair warning for everyone. Okay, so this book is revolving around Lily and also her relationship with her past and also present lovers. If you think that this is actually a romance book, then I'm sorry, but you're wrong because it centers on a real life situation of abusive and toxicity in a relationship and how in Lily's POV how Lily sees is that. So Ika, can we start about this book, the discussion about this book?
Yeah, sure. I'm ready.
Good. Okay, so the first thing first, okay. I believe that you before you read this book, you have like zero idea what the book is going to be, right? Like, okay, what is this
Yeah.
book about? Literally know nothing. So what's your expectation? Like you read a few chapters and oh, do you think it's going in your way ataupun ni macam kenapa tiba-tiba macam ni macam tu.
Um, Going to the book, I thought it was actually a romance novel because I think TikTok macam promote it as a romance novel. So I thought it was going to be romantic, macam you know, sweet stuff. But turns out it was completely different than that because it's actually woman fiction.
Hmm.
So I do have high expectations, and I am not disappointed at all.
Yeah, do you think it's great? I mean, the ending wise, do you think the ending, oh, okay, this is the ending that I want? Or do you have like macam, I don't think it's supposed to be this way?
No, I totally agree with the ending. I think the ending is satisfying, and I think Lily deserves what she have went through again. So I'm really happy that it is, after all, a happy ending.
Is it? Yeah. I think for me, okay, everyone, me myself, actually, I don't read this book during this pandemic because I'm a little bit busy. So a few days ago, I accepted this offer knowing nothing about this book, actually, knowing nothing, literally nothing. So I ended up reading this book in less than 2 days without feeling forced
Yeah,
because this book is great. I mean, once you
it's
read it, you
fast paced.
macam
Yeah.
addictive kan? Dia macam, okay, you baca lepas tu macam, okay, nak baca lagi, okay, so what's next,
Uh,
what's next? So macam, I macam, okay,
true.
so I achievement lah for me. I macam tak terlalu membaca sangat kan. So macam, it's an achievement that I boleh baca less than 2 days buku ni. Because it's really, really good. So everyone out there, kalau macam korang nak start reading this book, then go, kalau korang nak beli boleh, and also dia ada je dalam version ebook. Mine is in ebook version, so it's really interesting to read. Okay, so my next question is what's your favorite part of this book? Actually, which part of it?
My favorite scene in this book is Lily and her mother. Like at the end of the book, Lily macam confessed to her mother that about her situation with Ryle, and it was, that part was heartbreaking because her mother actually went through abuse as well. So they kind of know, they have like the same situation, can. So it was so heartbreaking, and I really loved that scene. It was actually the only scene that I cried because it was so
Wow.
good.
Yeah. So, I mean, there are more banyak tu scene-scene yang sedih kan dalam cerita ni. So, why specifically that one? You boleh relate ke dengan you punya hidupan ke, or what's not?
No, I can't relate to that, but I thought it was just really sad because macam Lily at first she thought that her mother was going to judge her about it, macam, oh, I told you so, like this kind. Tapi sebenarnya tak pun. Her mother is understanding of the situation and told her great advice instead. And I think that part was just really good. It was the best scene in the book.
It was very touched kan? I
Yeah.
pun macam waktu scene tu I macam, ooh, okay. Okay, so my next question. Who's your favorite character and would you elaborate why?
Definitely Atlas. uh, he
This is
is
favorite.
he is charming. He is considerate, and he understands Lily. Also, I think he's just amazing. He is definitely like my ideal type of man, especially since he can cook. Oh,
Oh, okay,
that is
everyone,
that's
man,
great.
please notice this is her type of man. Okay, but
Yeah.
this, okay, kalau macam Riley tu dia tak abusive, would you pick Ryle or Atlas? Ke Atlas juga? Like why?
Oh, oh, I think I
Oh,
still Atlas juga.
juga.
Because
Okay,
even
why?
though even though Riley is hot, he is a neurosurgeon kan.
Yeah.
But I like shy guys, macam soft people. Yang
Hmm.
macam tak intimidating sangat macam tu. And that is definitely Atlas.
How do you think about his character development dalam cerita It Ends With Us ni?
Honestly, we don't get so much of Atlas.
Uh,
Macam we get Ryle and Lily, but Atlas macam sikit je kan. So I'd say he doesn't have that many character developments, but I'm still excited to see what Colin Hoover would write next in her sequel. Kan, I think that one will have a lot more of it.
yeah, betul. As for me, I think my favorite character will be Lily. Not
Oh,
because she's the main character, but because I love her strength. I mean, the first chapter lagi kan dia cerita pasal even in her father own death ceremony, dia tak puji ayah dia pun. Faham tak? Because
Mm-mm.
I think that's
Course, I
something yang
think.
you nak tahu tak? And the fact that her character development, dia boleh untuk walk away from someone that she really really love. Dia macam wow.
True,
Kalau
true.
kita perempuan kan macam okay that guy, kita akan macam tend to okay tak apalah, kita maafkan. But then macam
Mm-mm.
she has the strength to walk away daripada Ryle once she know that Ryle tu abusive, because she doesn't want it to happen kepada anak dia kan waktu tu.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
kan, betul?
Mm-mm.
So my next question is um apa tu ada sama. Okay, dalam cerita ni dia kan ketengahkan about abusive kan. Abusive is a part of toxicity in a relationship. So apa lagi benda-benda lain yang you rasa macam oh this is actually toxic in a relationship, and kita kena ketengahkan juga benda tu. We have to put and kita kena emphasize on benda tu juga, because you know nowadays macam everyone macam tak tahu apa beza between oh actually this guy macam is being a man. Orang macam rasa oh abusive is a type of it's normal untuk lelaki macam pukul-pukul sikit biasalah. What do you think?
For me, I tak suka lelaki yang jenis yang jealous cepat sangat. I don't like those kind of guys. I think that's a major red flag tau. I feel like,
True. I
yeah,
agree.
that is right kan. Dia jenis yang senang jealous.
Dia senang
Like,
and abusive. So double.
yeah,
Like
dia banyak gila red flag.
you,
And he's controlling lah. Macam dia nampak phone number sikit dah macam tak boleh macam tu. I don't like those kind of guys lah.
yeah, I think macam dalam cerita ni memang dia macam um, the writer really memang emphasize on Ryle tu punya red flags. I mean, macam mana dia nak all the readers, especially women, to be aware, oh this is actually wrong in a relationship.
Yeah.
Being too jealousy, macam terus pukul tanpa selidik, macam tu, it's wrong. Betul tak? Macam, I love
even before like he abused Lily pun, even before that, kita dah boleh nampak dah so many red flags throughout the book.
Yeah, kan, betul.
Yeah, pasal
Yeah.
part yang the first chapter tu. I know.
Itulah, that reminds me to macam the first chapter, there is this one line by Ryle. Dia kata, there is no such thing as bad people. We're all just bad people. We're all just people who sometimes do bad things. So,
Yeah.
do you agree with him actually? Or do you think it's something else?
I actually do agree with him at that part. Sebab I think every human dia akan buat baik and dia akan like sometimes akan buat jahat juga. And that's just what makes us human lah. That's very natural. Yeah, it's okay. And I think I really agree with that quote. And we can't especially define someone with their past. Kan?
Betul. But okay, betul bad people, but then macam if mistake kan dalam cerita ni we can see that Ryle make mistake. Tapi why do you think the mistake is an exceptional? Macam kita tak boleh terima. Why do you think so?
Because I think it has something to do with what macam dia tak boleh control. That mistake is something that he can't control tau. His abusive punya behaviour is something yang boleh hurtkan Lily tu. So that's very bad lah. And if he is a good man, he should leave the relationship. Like right the first time he macam hit her kan.
So in other way, you think that Ryle is a selfish man, is it?
Yeah, he is selfish for not leaving the relationship.
Yeah, betul. I think why the mistake that Ryle did is unforgivable is because he gave excuse for his mistake instead of actually learning.
Oh, yes.
Very tak boleh dimaafkan weh.
Betul. I understand yang tu memang like the abuse part memang lah dia tak boleh control, but to give an excuse for what he did is very wrong. And he
Mm-mm.
is lying
Oh,
to himself.
betul. Macam, okay, if you guys don't know, okay, if my audience here tak tahu kan, Ryle cakap the reason dia macam hit her is because dia punya past trauma. Betul tak? Past trauma
Yeah.
dia kan?
Mm-mm.
So because of that, dia macam hit her. Oh, that is unforgivable excuse, okay? Once you
Yeah.
make a mistake, you kena learn from it and also improve yourself. Tapi kalau
But
dia keep giving,
especially,
yeah, kat the magnet Lily scene. Ya Allah, benda tu. Oh,
memang
yeah.
dah lah lepas dia dah abuse tu kan, he would
Mm-mm.
like Alisa macam lies about macam mana Lily boleh dapat bruises apa ni
Ah,
on her
yeah,
face and everything. Tipu
yeah.
pula tu.
Dia orang try to act daripada benda yang memang obviously salah dia. Faham tak?
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of plot dalam cerita ni, do you think it's a good plot? Or if you would change something in this cerita, in this book, what would you change? Apa benda yang you nak ubah dalam buku ni supaya you think that it will be better this way?
I think the plot in this book is great. I think it is fast paced. It is not boring to me. But if there's one thing that I would change from this book, it definitely be macam Alisa tu. I don't want her to have any ties with Ryle. Yeah, I
Mm,
think sebab macam I feel like sebabkan Alisa tu adik kepada Ryle, it complicates the relationship lah. Macam it becomes even more devastating untuk Lily for her to like Alisa tu kan best friend kan. You should be
yeah.
able to express everything for your best friend. Tapi macam because Alisa is also the sister, so Lily macam she has to keep some things lah.
Betul,
So
betul. Poor
yeah.
Lily kan. Kesian.
Mm-mm.
I think macam betul lah macam you katakan if kalau macam siapa tu Alisa tu tak ada relationship apa-apa dengan Ryle, maksudnya dia bukan adik kepada Ryle, then it would be better supaya macam at the end Lily pun boleh macam confront her about her
Yeah,
pregnancy and so on. Betul tak?
betul.
Betul. Yeah,
Like I
okay.
hate that the friendship macam kena strained because of
Oh,
Ryle. Uh,
like you pun ada friendship kan, so you macam you know that straight in a friendship is a big no. Like macam you tak boleh nak cerita apa benda tu semua. Betul tak?
I'm pretty sure Alisa pun macam rasa terbeban juga like after dengar Lily cakap macam tu pasal Ryle kan.
Uh-uh.
Mestilah she feel
Like
sad to
tak, adik-beradik sendiri kan?
yeah.
Okay, despite how great this book is there something or a part in this book yang you rasa macam you are judging Lily's decision and
uh,
why?
Definitely masa the part where she did not leave Ryle the first time he abused her. Yeah.
I,
I was like, you know, Ryan.
yeah.
Tapi
Why do you think that way?
okay.
Why do you think that way? Like macam kenapa?
Because if I were Lily in that
Hmm.
situation, I'd already be terrified lah. Macam okay, bye. Like I won't ever be with that man ever again kan.
Betul. She's just repeating. Okay, this is macam jahat lah, but she kind of like repeat her mom's mistake of not leaving. Faham tak? Which
Betul.
at the first hit pun dia dah macam oh okay. But then I love it when dia kata macam it took only 15 seconds
Yeah,
untuk
yeah.
oh okay,
That
that one
ayat.
is actually cool. Because yeah,
Yeah.
true. Like macam okay, I really love dalam cerita ni apa tau. Okay, before I cakap sendiri lah, apa yang you suka dalam cerita ni yang you rasa macam author, dia punya penulis ni bawa sangat-sangat best. Maksudnya macam message yang nak disampaikan oleh the author memang kena dekat dia punya, kena dekat the readers.
Yeah, I think definitely part akhir tu masa dia bagi tahu Ryle yang she wants a divorce tu, and then she tells macam dia duk bagi tahu pasal anak dia it's for her daughter kan. I think that part was really good. It
Hmm.
definitely, wow, it gave me chills lah. Macam, wow.
Yeah. I really love that part tu. Apa tu, I think for me macam the one yang betul-betul hit adalah the fact that throughout novel ni actually kita sebagai reader, okay, kita reader kan, kita macam the first part of the novel kita rasa macam oh my god, Ryle is our dream man, blah blah
Mm,
blah blah blah. Betul tak? Macam kita nampak
yeah,
macam oh my god, this is the dream man. This is the
yeah,
man that Lily should be with. Lepas tu tiba-tiba
yeah,
je macam Raya tu berubah. Macam Raya tu macam tu. Which macam kita macam at the first hit kita rasa macam kita tak boleh nak terima. Faham tak? We don't want to accept. We try to make excuses. Oh, maybe Raya is being this way because blah 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 blah. Faham tak?
yeah, true.
Mm. So macam, and this is actually what Lily feel that time. Kalau kita sendiri sebagai reader pun kita rasa macam, oh tak apalah, diterima lah, boleh terima lah
Yeah.
sekali kan. Imagine Lily yang rasa waktu tu kan. So memang boleh fahami.
Imagine lah, like to
Mm.
love and hate a person, you know,
Kan?
it's very intense feeling.
Kan? Betul macam, do you, okay lah, this is very personal lah. But macam, do you have any experience or maybe your friends punya experience that you would like to share yang macam actually happen dalam cerita novel ni? Maybe not in marriage yet, but in a relationship.
Um,
Toxic, like abuse or controlling or what's not.
I definitely have a friend yang macam went through a toxic relationship, but in her case bukan abuse lah, but it's about macam controlling dia partner untuk buat something.
Mm,
Macam apa ni, kalau macam tak cakap good night ke, tiba-tiba gaduh pula.
that
That
is
part macam,
scary.
yeah.
But what would you
And
advise someone who's in that kind of relationship?
apa?
What would you
Sorry?
advise? What would you advise orang macam in that kind of relationship?
I think just leave lah, leave the man. Because I think there's so many other people out there that
Mm.
can treat a woman with respect and love and dignity.
Betul. I really like it. You're very mature for your age actually. I really like it.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so next question. So what is your personal rating for this book and did it meet your expectation?
I rate it 5 out of 5 stars. It's actually one of my all-time favorite book. It's a book that I would definitely recommend to everyone to at least read once in their lifetime lah. Because it can definitely teach you a lot about abuse, about relationship toxic kan. Yeah. Also it did meet my expectations.
Apa okay lah. Apa benda yang macam ubah perception you daripada sebelum dengan selepas you baca buku ni?
Definitely about macam usually if I go to saudara mara punya rumah ke apa, apa ni, macam I hear the aunties punya gossip lah kan, macam nanti if macam ada situation pasal lelaki yang abuse a woman, usually the aunties will always question kenapa woman tu yang tak tinggalkan relationship tu. And in this book it is dia memang highlight about that part lah, about the society, about how society would judge women for what they did, tapi tak pernah nak judge men for what obviously yang salah kan.
Yeah. Betul. I really like that answer actually because somehow macam this book yang ajar kita, first of all, memang our society tend to blame women for their fault macam tak tinggalkan, betul tak? And second, it teaches us also that it's hard. Susah sangat-sangat.
Yeah, when you
Sebab
love a person susah tinggalkan.
Ya, betul. Itu baru love tau tak? Macam imagine kalau macam in a marriage yang macam you dah ada anak 4-5 orang, baru lelaki tu
Lagi,
nak,
lagi dah susah.
betul tak?
Yeah, you think about duit pula.
Yeah, you nak fikir anak lagi, how would
Mm-mm.
children macam mana anak nak membesar, tak ada kasih sayang ayah. You know, this kind of things
Yeah.
really happens and memang dia cerita dalam buku ni. The dilemma part bila siapa tu, bila Lily she finds out that she pregnant tapi dia kena tinggalkan her husband. Faham?
Mm-mm.
That is a very
Yeah.
dilemma.
Artificial dia macam like mesti dia rasa 1000 perasaan kan, macam apa yang dia nak buat and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true, it's true. Yeah. So, my next question is, what is your favorite part? Bukanlah part, tadi kita dah tanya part. And what is your favorite quote from this?
Oh.
If you can name 1, 2, or 3?
Okay, definitely, I think my favorite quote, dah hafal dah pun. We break the pattern before the pattern break us. I think that part was very powerful. Macam, I got chills lah dengar benda tu. Macam, wow, that is some good writing.
Why? Kenapa you suka that quote?
Because it definitely wrapped up buku ni pasal apa tau. Macam, the book is about macam continuous punya cycle of abuse kan. In abusive punya household, how women cannot leave their husbands. And in the end, so Lily break the pattern before the pattern break us. Yeah.
That's the part yang macam waktu dia apa tu, dia dengan anak dia tu kan. It is interesting because that is the meaning, the true meaning behind it ends with us. It ends with us itself tu macam okay, kalau ada kat sini yang macam tak pernah baca lagi buku ni, korang akan expect it ends with us tu adalah it ends with me and it ends with Lily and also maybe like others. Or it ends Lily and also Ryan. You guys are correct because it's a love story. But actually no. It ends with means that it ends between Lily and among Lily and also anak dia. So dia nak break the pattern. Like macam Ika cakap kan. Dia dengan anak dia nak break the pattern of abusive in a marriage tu. Which is really really cool. Woman empowerment sangat novel ni I rasa.
Yeah, it was, that part macam memang give me chills lah. Because I did not realise the title tu pasal tu tau.
Kan?
So
betul. Maksudnya you macam awal-awal baca you macam it ends with us tu macam I dengan you it ends with us. Betul.
Ingat. Betul.
So macam tak sangka it ends with us. It's very cute lah. I think my favorite quote will be I tak hafal because it's so panjang and it's actually in a passage dalam satu perenggan ke. I'm not sure in which part of the book but tapi dia kata macam this is a conversation between Lily's mother and also Lily when Lily's mother tells her about the limit part. Macam dia kata you hafal tak? I hafal.
That's my favorite scene.
Oh yeah? Do you hafal tak dia punya quote tu?
I ingat yang part last tu je macam I've went through macam 5 years, what's 5 more? Macam tu, lebih kurang lah.
That one. Betul. Macam ni lah, okay lah. Macam everyone ada limit dia. Okay, I translate in Malay lah nak bagi semua orang faham. Everyone ada limit dia. Lepas tu, tapi macam mak Lily's mother, dia push her limit bila dengan orang yang dia sayang, which is her abusive husband. Okay, at the first step, macam okay tak apalah, push her limit. Bila you keep pushing her limits, dah sampai 5 tahun of marriage. Pasti you akan macam okay, we've done 5 years, what's 5 years more? Faham tak? Macam tu lah, it's heartbreaking.
That was so sad.
Yeah, sangat-sangat heartbreaking because it's true that everyone ada diorang punya own stand, diorang punya own limit. But then with the person that they really really love, they are able and diorang consider untuk push their limit lagi. And how blind people actually are when it comes to people that they love. Betul tak?
Betul.
Hmm. Okay, I really love it lah. Okay, so you know that this book is coming to a movie, betul tak? Do you
Yeah,
know? Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
excited.
I hope everyone knows about this lah because I'm looking forward to watch the movie as well, and I hope it is as impactful as the book.
Yeah, I
Betul?
really hope the message macam dapat dekat semua orang.
Yeah, betul. Okay, so as this book will become a movie soon, what is your dream cast for the characters in this book?
Oh, definitely. I don't know lah kalau semua agree kan, tapi I think Ben Barnes would be great for Ryle. Sebab
Mm.
dia macam garang, macam very buff. I think he would be great if he
Mm-hmm.
becomes Ryle.
Oh, you fikir Farrell je. Macam mana dengan Atlas, your favourite tu? Siapa?
Oh, yeah.
Siapa?
It's
You nak?
because it's because he's my favorite. I cannot think of an actor yang boleh macam mainkan
Oh,
dia.
okay. Faham, faham. Okay,
I think,
okay.
tahu tak Logan Lerman? Yang
No.
he'd be okay kan? I don't know.
Okay, how about Lily? You nak siapa yang jadi?
Lily pun, apa ni, Madeline Patch. Nama dia, I think she's from Stranger Things kot. Tak sure. But she has very nice orange hair.
Ah.
So
Oh
I
my
think,
god. Say Dylan O'Brien.
what?
I
Oh,
Dylan O'Brien will, oh my god, kalau Dylan O'Brien yang jadi apa tu, Atlas tu, I akan tengok like literally setiap hari movie ni tau.
tapi Lynn tak ada blue eyes.
Pakai contact lens. Benda boleh pakai contact lens. Tak apa. Theo James. Theo James. Oh, Theo James.
Alright,
Oh,
my sister comment. Oh, Theo James. Yes, yes,
Theo
yes.
James. James. Theo James. So, boleh, boleh, boleh.
Okay guys, Sadie Sink. Tahu tak?
Siapa? Oh, Sadie Sink.
Sink. Yang tu for the girl, like the younger version of Lily. I think she would be
Mm,
great.
yeah. Okay, that's really interesting. I'm actually really looking forward and I hope that we can watch it together. Which I pun tak
Yeah.
tahu bila keluar benda tu. So, do you
All
bila?
apa ni? All I know is it is directed by Justin Baldoni. Literally the
Okay,
best
so
man ever.
do you love it? You suka
Yeah,
tak dia punya
I think he directed 5 Feet Apart. That one
Hmm?
was great. So I think he would make a really great job for Eden Sweeters too.
5 Feet Apart is one of the best romantic movies and it's so
Yeah.
touch. Like yang tu
Yeah. So
Yeah.
really excited.
Okay, really good. Okay, so we're done actually with the discussion of the book. Kita baru habis the discussion of the book and it was really an intense discussion. I really love how kita try untuk ambil all sides of the book, all parts of the books, the characters, the plot and also the themes that are tried to conveyed by the author to us and how me as Lily. Okay, boleh clarify. Eh, you datang so audition tapi you kena lawan kita orang juga dulu. Kita orang pun nak audition as Lily.
Betul?
Okay, so now let's move on to the general topic, Ika. So, I'm going to ask some general book questions. Boleh?
Boleh?
Okay, so I tahu you suka membaca. So actually, share lah dengan kita orang how much money do you actually spend for books? Maybe like month ke, years ke?
Honestly tak pernah ada budget lah sebelum ni. Usually if I want that book, I will get that book. But
I want it.
but sometimes my sister belanja, sometimes my mom belanja. But usually if I have to like set a budget pun, usually macam macam satu buku tu, it cannot pass the RM50 mark. Dia kena bawah daripada RM.
Tapi kalau memang like, buku tu best, like macam there's a lot of demand sampai RM70, you know, sometimes kat Kinokuniya can be like 80.
Tapi soalnya kalau macam tu, I cari yang second hand je lah kot. I tak
Hmm,
pernah, I tak pernah beli buku yang sampai RM70, RM80. Even
wow.
if I really want that book.
Sister loves to read but also loves money. Good, very good. I love it. Okay, so have you earned any income by reading books? Like macam you rent your books to your friends or maybe doing like this,
uh,
whatnot.
so far not yet. Macam if I let my friends nak pinjam ke apa, I just let them borrow je lah. I
Wait, baik.
never like
Bagus.
charge ke.
Faham Zaria. Bagus, bagus.
Uh, but so far tak ada lah. But if this event would count as one, yeah,
Hmm?
this is my first event yang someone actually paid me.
A big milestone for you actually. At this very young age, I believe you can go further actually, okay? So no
Here.
problem. Okay, so you tahu kan, I believe you ada TikTok and I believe my viewers kat sini pun ramai ada TikTok, and if you guys know ada seorang TikTokers, I think her name is Diana or Diana. She is also one of the book lovers there yang macam selalu keluar kat FYP kita, and recently she opened up her own book cafe, which has always been her dream since she was little. So my question to you, are you planning on earning some money by reading, maybe like buka the cafe or anything?
I'd really like to open my own bookstore. Okay, a bookstore is one of the things that I want to do in the future. But one of like the main things is I want to open my own publishing company. Uh,
Publishing
because
company.
yeah,
Bagus.
because
You have a really big dream. So you memang nak jadi publisher or you just nak buka your publishing company?
um I want to open my own publishing company sebab macam I want to like naikkan buku-buku Malaysia. Macam buku Malaysia, a lot of them are actually very good. Tapi the cover of the books definitely give like a bad light towards the books. So I wanted to uplift lah orang Malaysia so that they can also
So
buy good.
international. Go anak
Yeah.
Malaysia. Bagus, bagus, bagus. Okay, I really like that. That is a very specific dream you have. And
Yeah.
so talking about Malay books kan, you selalu juga tak baca Malaysian books and whatnot?
I do have I baru just start baca buku Melayu like last year, I think. No, 2 last years, macam beberapa tahun yang lalu. The first book yang I baca is actually buku Lieutenant Adnan.
Wow.
That was the first book for me.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, it was a very great book. Macam it was a school novel kan. I think
Yeah.
if you sekolah kat Selangor, that will be your school novel. But
Yeah.
that was so great that it encouraged me untuk baca buku Melayu by other authors juga.
That's really good.
Yeah. Some
Okay.
other books yang I pernah baca, buku Abdullah, and then buku Andrea Hirata, buku Indonesia pun ada jugalah I baca.
Buku Indonesia. So you understand ke? You boleh faham ke? The ni. You know kapal band
Susah.
tu, that one is in Indonesian tau tak? I try to baca tapi I macam tak faham.
Susah lah. Dia macam kena baca slow-slow. Macam kena try to fahamkan setiap perkataan.
Ya, betul-betul.
But sekarang banyak dah buku Indonesia yang dah translated. So I think that would open so many more Malay readers untuk baca buku Indonesia kan.
Talking about translation, it also gives me idea. You kan buka publishing company kan? So why not you macam sekalikan dengan translating books. Betul tak?
Yeah, that's one of it lah. In that.
Yeah, that's really good. I love it so much. I love that dream of yours.
Uh,
Okay, so so talking about books. Okay, ada tak genre buku yang you looking forward to baca besides fantasies and also romance? Apa yang you nak baca tapi maybe belum tiba masanya or macam you tak ready lagi or apa?
Definitely lebih kepada non-fiction, buku-buku political. I've seen so many of my friends baca buku-buku macam tu kan, and I'm so like, I memang wow teruja lah nak baca juga. I hope one. Tapi usually buku-buku non-fiction mahal. That's why I've never like purchased tau.
Betul-betul. Actually, I really love non-fiction books too. Particularly, okay, this is for my
Yeah.
viewers here. Dulu I debater, so memang I biasa baca benda-benda
Wow.
macam so I really love reading, you know, macam lagi writings yang macam Malaysian's political, Malaysian economic, benda-benda macam tu. I lebih suka cenderung kepada benda-benda macam tu lah. Okay, so my next question will be okay, do you have someone that you look up to that share the same interests as you? Mention her name here.
They are here, I think.
Oh, obviously your friends are here.
Yeah, I have two people that I look up to. One is my sister, and the other one is my cousin, Yasmin. She has also a bookstagram, Honey Chapters. I think a lot of people might know her. They both definitely inspired me into reading, and also macam we have the same taste in books tau. So usually if they buy buku tu and they like it, I will buy it too.
Okay, chapters dah comment hey. That's really cool. So you know, like having a circle yang membaca is really important, betul tak? For you to keep motivated, baca and everything. I really love that. Okay, so and my last question for this session is, how much time do you actually spend on book hunting? Or do you macam you go on a trip or you go cari dekat internet book hunting kat mana?
Usually definitely on the internet. I think dekat internet lagi murah buku-buku. Mainly macam Big Bad Wolf. Usually I will I akan look forward to buku pesta buku lah. Usually masa tu baru banyak sekali.
Sebab murah kan kat situ.
Yeah.
Betul. I really like that. So you memang food hunting pula. Food hunting tu you memang you memang book hunting on internet lah mostly Because you boleh rent ke? You boleh rent kan? Rent book, buy second apa tu?
Second-hand books.
Second-hand books. I see. That is very interesting. Okay, thank you, Ka. Okay, so last but not least, let's proceed to our Q&A session. So we're going to have a Q&A session. This session is open to all questions. If you have questions about the book, if you have general questions about Ika's passion dengan buku-buku, macam mana dia start membaca and everything, you can ask them here. Ataupun you nak tanya macam it ends with this punya buku tadi kan. Macam if you want to ask more questions, then feel free to ask, okay? Okay, actually, if you and Ika, kalau you nak baca soalan-soalan, ada dekat macam emoji tanda soal tu tau. Yang nampak.
Okay. Okay, so the first question that I received is from Shah Izati. What do you do when you have a reading slump? Sekejap, boleh tekan ke? Okay. So what do you do when you have a reading slump? Usually I'll just let it pass lah. Macam if I have a reading slump, macam I don't force myself untuk baca juga. Usually bila macam dah masa dah berlalu, I will start miss to read again. Masa tu baru start baca balik. But some of the tips that I've heard before from friends and family, macam diorang kata if ada reading slump, you can start reading buku-buku yang senang nak baca. For example, Percy Jackson, that is my go-to book lah. Kalau macam lama sangat, I'd start reading with Percy Jackson untuk like get back on track.
Oh, I selalu kalau ada reading slump, I macam baca pasal I selalu letak tepi One day goes by. 2 days goes by. 1 week goes by. Month goes by. No, the reading slump. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
That's really brilliant from you. Thank you so much. Okay, do you have any more questions from everyone?
Jap.
Are open to ask many questions here.
So far macam satu je. Jap.
Come on guys. Inilah chance dia you guys nak tanya our girl. Okay, if okay, there is one question.
Okay, this one. How would you prefer to read your book? Example, in a quiet environment or with music? I definitely like to read in a quiet environment, but usually not only a quiet environment lah, but I like to go to cafes and then baca buku kat situ. I think it's very relaxing and kalau macam dengar orang cakap, it doesn't usually bother me lah.
Wah. So you memang boleh membaca kalau macam in a noisy environment, contoh in dalam LRT kan, where you can hear people cakap dengan bunyi train and everything. Boleh ke?
Boleh. I've tried before and okay.
That's really, because when you're into book, you macam okay whatever, everything doesn't bother me kan, betul tak? When you're into that book. Betul-betul?
I get very immersed into the book, lepas tu dah from there macam dah tak kisah dah apa yang berlaku lepas
Betul. Yeah. Okay. Banyak pula soalan. Okay, good. I love it. Okay, my next question I'm going to take from Hanani Arba'ain. Arba'ain, sorry. I dah pin.
Jap, mana dia tak keluar lagi.
Oh yeah? Yeah, how do you balance your life?
How do you balance your life between reading as a hobby and a student with academic stuff? Masa SPM dulu, usually I would set only like 1 hour timer sebelum tidur. That will be my reading time. So masa tu my phone is away and everything. Lepas tu start baca lah. But so usually hours lah.
So in that 1 hour you boleh baca berapa banyak selalu?
60 minutes kan, usually around 40-50 pages macam tu.
40 ke 40?
50 pages.
Wow. That's a lot actually. That is actually a lot. That's really good.
Because when you don't have that much time, dia macam cepat tau baca.
Betul. You macam kena catch up kan dengan baca tu. Okay, I really love it. Okay, so our next question is, can you say it?
I think mine punya macam dah stuck dah kat situ. It's okay, I'll just pick another one. Did you go to the book event in PWTC? Tak sempat. Habis hari ni kan. I'm so devastated, but every day macam teringat nak pergi tapi tak boleh pergi. But hopefully next year.
Tanya pula, tak apalah nanti kita PM tanya-tanya. Okay.
I siap ada wishlist tau, buku apa yang nak beli and everything. Tapi tak sempat pergi.
Alah, tak apalah. Okay, tak apa. Next year ada lagi. Next year you
memang
bajet tahun ni punya you bawa pergi next year, you beli semua buku kat sana. Okay, next question.
Next question, how do you actually finish a book? Saya selalu baca tapi tak habis. Usually Instagram tau. Usually kan kalau you put on your IG that you want to read a certain book, like a book that you are currently reading, usually people akan participate what is your thoughts on the book. And because of that, you macam paksa diri untuk habiskan. Yes, it's really bad and you want to DNF it. But usually I can finish sebab because of Instagram jugalah. Bookstagram.
So Bookstagram is really working lah. Maksudnya it really helps you.
Yep. It definitely macam motivate me untuk habiskan baca buku tu. But kalau if you have macam focus punya problems, I think one of the tip is untuk get away from your phone. Because most people dia baca, pasal tu dia tengok phone. Memang tak terbaca lah buku tu.
You're talking exactly about me. I memang masa tu actually. I'm easily distracted. Lagi macam works related classes and everything. So macam you membaca, I like lah baca kat iPad tau. So when I notification Telegram pula dah. Tiba-tiba lagu Joji baru kena tengok. Dulu dia punya lagu kan. It's a very distracting way. I thought okay. Betul.
Kena letak phone tu jauh-jauh dulu.
I rasa macam I kena start beli buku fizikal juga lah. So that I can put benda-benda betul? Okay, next question.
Do you cry when you read? Yes. I jadi sangat emotional tau. Like every macam breakup scene pun nangis. Dia pun nangis. So, selalu nangis. But usually kalau nangis tu, it's a good book lah.
Oh, betul-betul. Macam it ends with this. Betul menjiwai kot buku tu. Okay.
Are you more a character driven or a plot driven person? Character driven. So I suka buku driven boys too because many people say the pace in that book macam slow tau. And it might not go macam dia tak cepat lah, tak banyak sangat action and everything. Tapi I really like that book because of the characters. And if you read 4 books in the series, memang you will love the character so much. Macam especially Genzi and Blue. Those are my 2 favorites lah in that book.
So macam it ends with us tu, you suka yang which one? The character or the plot?
Definitely characters dia juga lah. The characters plays a big role into the book. Macam sebab tu macam heartbreaking bila tahu all this and that. Sebab memang the characters in this book is so very nicely written kan.
Yeah, agree with that. Okay. I'm really interested with this question. Yeah, annotate books too. Can you see that question? Do you?
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you annotate your books? If yes, how generally your system works? I annotate my book tapi macam tak adalah macam ada sistem ke apa tau. I annotate mana yang rasa macam best. Okay, letak tab.
Oh, this is powerful, impactful. Okay, tag. Impactful. Faham.
I don't really have macam certain punya cara lah. But I love seeing other bookstagrammers yang ada dia punya sistem kan. Macam I think she has her own system and I really like that. The perception reads tu
Dia macam this colour untuk ni, this colour untuk tu. Betul tak?
Ya. Yang
nampak
ni pun campur kan.
Tak apa. Pun colourful. I suka tak apa. Okay, next question.
Any ambition in being a writer? Yes. I want to be a writer one day. Dah lah buka company kan, mesti lah kena jadi writer juga.
So you memang your ambition is mainly to be a writer, is it?
I won't say it's like my main ambition lah sebenarnya sebab I'm more macam I memang suka membaca tapi part menulis tu I don't know, I don't feel like I can lah macam publish one book. I think that is kind of impossible to me.
Yeah.
I don't know tapi but one day maybe but that won't be macam my main career lah macam tu.
So is this your part your side career je lah macam tu?
I just want to do something for fun maybe I'll write macam lah.
I think benda tu actually can bring a lot of income, you know. Like orang macam you write kat Wattpad kan. So sambil-sambil you kerja macam ada free time, you buat side business. It's part of a business actually. Selling books. Tak semestinya like physical books kan. Can also be in Wattpad, also e-books. That's really interesting. I love it. I love your ambition so much. Okay, so actually we're coming to an end and I rasa macam tak sempat nak habiskan all the questions. I'm so sorry. Okay, so tak apa. Lepas ni korang PM je, korang DM je my volunteer. Lepas tu
Yeah.
korang banyak nak Ika lagi, nak Purpleveu lagi, banyak-banyak lagi supaya we can invite her more and also ada this kind of discussion more and with different books. Maybe with fantasy.
Yeah. Betul.
Betul tak? Okay.
Betul.
Okay, so that's a wrap for everyone. I'm truly honored to have you, Ika, here with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really love you sebab you macam very very mature in this discussion. Macam you know, you macam kalau macam your age, macam this is very mature. You're very confident talking, and I love that so much. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. On behalf of the MyVo Reads, thank you for agreeing to be our speaker. My team and I are truly grateful to have this experience with you tonight. So any last word from you, Ika?
I feel so grateful, first of all, for my volunteer for reaching out to me, and also for Anis, Aisha, and also Hanan. They've also even Akil, I think he's the first one yang memang bagi DM tu kan. Yeah, I feel so grateful to all of you, especially all these people are so kind to me. They give me macam encouragement. They are so supportive, so I'm really grateful for that. And not only this is a really great experience, I dapat duit pula tu kan macam wow. So grateful. So thank you so much for everyone, and also to the people yang join IG live ni kan. Thank you, my family and friends.
Hey everyone. I really had fun discussing things with you actually, and I wish you all the best for your future careers and also all your ambitions and your dreams. So I personally looking forward to all your review posts on Instagram because I'll be honest, because it is aesthetically pleasing and at the same time very insightful. So everyone, please check out her Instagram profile and you won't stop looking at it because it is very very cool. I suka sangat because it is very aesthetic and everything. Also, thank you to those that joined us tonight for showing your support. Reading can be truly fun, can be more fun by sharing it with the people that have the same interest with you. We appreciate press the heart button to show some love. Okay, so I guess that is all from us. And Ika, macam diorang cakap, good luck for your SPM results.
Thank you. Nervous.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I guess that's all from today. Thank you. Bye. See you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.